Oh God. I just oh my God, I couldn't stop laughing. It's terrible. Terrible. I feel guilty in a way for laughing because in a way, if you want to look at it, it's kind of bullying on the flip side of it by calling someone else out. However, it's not bullying because it's just making fun of, I guess. Making fun of. I just catching up in some videos, you know, and anyway, catching up on some videos and watch the recent video by We Are Kaylee talking about the devil taking over the counterfeit community. Not the counterfeit community, the doll community, you know. They're taking over. They're taking over all these counterfeits. We're all going to hell. We're going to hell in a handbasket. In a handbasket. Oh my gosh. I feel, you know what? I think it's what's instilled in me. I don't know what it is. But I do feel bad laughing at someone else's expense. Because basically that's what I'm doing. Because in this video, she's doing a reaction video to someone else's video where she's talking about her thoughts and opinions on the counterfeits and the authentic dolls and all this. God help us. Basically, it's an ethical thing, and you're placing your belief and your believed ethics in regards to art and reproduced products and people selling reproduced products. It's not illegal. It's almost like the story, you know, not stories, but different ethical things that may be talked about in schools and stuff. You know, you go along, you see a purse in a parking lot filled with money. What would you do? You know, some people would take some and then bring the purse in and leave some there. Some people bring the purse in with all the money and everything, 100%. Some people take the purse and run. It's their fault. They lost it. If I don't take it, someone else will. It's ethical, right? So you can't place your ethics on someone else. You can't place your beliefs on someone else. You just cannot do that. It's not illegal. It's not illegal to buy a doll that is someone that is, I guess people say, stolen or being sold. Basically, excuse me, they're being sold not by the sculptors, what do they call them? The stores, legitimate stores, or where you're allowed to buy the sculpts there according to the sculptor. Like, everybody's got their hands in everybody else's business. I mean, who cares? Like, even the stores are not selling to certain people. I mean, you know, like they're finding out and they're not selling to certain people, so they have to find different ways to get sculpts. Like, it's just freaking ridiculous. It's art. And yes, the Mona Lisa has been reproduced 1,000,000 quadrillion times. Just like Van Gogh, just like a lot of art has been reproduced 1,000,000 quadrillion times. I went on a friggin' cruise, and there's an art gallery there, and they have copies, like 100 and 200 copies, 300 copies of the same produced art. That's just like, you know, I mean, that art is being reproduced, right? Maybe that was allowed because the artist said that's allowed. this particular gallery place is allowed to reproduce my art up to 800 copies or something and sell them. But I mean, you can get reproduced art. You can get, I mean, holy God. Do you think the Anne Geddes art that I have on the wall, like that's her photography? It was placed on a picture. Like, that's not bought originally from her. I probably could buy an original or close to original from her. I don't know how it all plays out. Maybe she sold the rights to someone. I don't know. All I know is if you take your work and you send it to someone else to reproduce it, and you don't have the right things done, they're going to reproduce it. You paid them to reproduce it. You said, give me a bunch of these. Please, I want X amount of copies of these. And they said, okay, no problem. The next thing you know, they're selling more of them. Ethically, you know, it's an ethical dilemma. It's not a bullying dilemma. It's not, let's tell other people what to do. Let's bully other people because they're not doing what I think they should ethically do. You know, oh my God, I got a headache. I laugh too much and I shouldn't laugh. And why do I feel bad for laughing? I shouldn't feel bad for laughing, but his craziness, the expressions on this Kathy's face is exactly what a lot of us think and want to say, but we don't have the guts to do it on tape and put it out there. I know I don't necessarily. I don't know. It's just craziness. How this is why wars start, because people, and civil wars, because people think that they are going to tell others the best way to do things. And if you don't do it, or you're not doing it, we're going to make you comply in the name of God to do it. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. This video where she's talking about she's bringing spirituality and Christianity and the devil into it, and comparing counterfeits like they're the devil. Like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. And I'm like, I feel bad for her. I feel bad for everyone. Like, I feel bad because we're talking about dolls here, right? The Great Divide. That's what I'm going to have to name this video, The Great Divide, because I don't think it'll ever. We're not going to see one side. They're not going to see one side. I tend to just like, I love all dolls, whatever. I'm going to do what I want to do. If I can purchase the doll and I choose to purchase the doll, I do it. I feel a little bit not right about purchasing a kit that's counterfeit. Not counterfeit. Now I'm using the language counterfeit. Replica. And it's not a replica. It's a sculpt that looks like another sculpt. What do they call them? Counterfeits, replicas, knockoffs, whatever it is. It's a kit that wasn't purchased in the main areas where you should purchase kits that the sculptor said is okay. But it's not illegal. So if I was to buy one of those kits, paint it and sell it, part of me, I feel bad about it in a way, right? But another part of me is like, holy God, you can collect whatever you want. If you want a high prestigious doll collection with authentic kits, if you want authentic art, bought by an artist to put on your wall, you go ahead. If you want a copy of the Mona Lisa, you get the Mona Lisa and you hang it up and it's a copy. God, you can get the Mona Lisa's head on everything. You know, like, I mean, I just don't know. Like, why do I feel bad laughing so much? Like, I actually pissed myself. I had to go change my clothes. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, we're getting crazy in this community. All of us are just so passionate. I just think it's just out to lunch. I mean, let us do what we want to do. Let people buy what they want to buy. I've never ever heard of businesses boycotting certain people to purchase their product. I mean, my gosh, like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Like, oh, you have a fake such and such a purse, so you can't buy the real one. Like, wouldn't you want them to buy the real one or the authentic one? I don't get it. Gosh almighty, I don't get it. Anyhow, it is what it is. I'm going back to catch up videos. I never even finished the video. I'm going to go finish the video because I was laughing and had to go to the bathroom. And it just... I'm confused. And I shouldn't be confused because there's certain people in the world, personalities in general, who feel that they need to share their strong thoughts and opinions with everybody else out there. And it doesn't matter if it's on a YouTube channel video, if it's on Facebook in comments, like Trevor tends to do that. He likes to share his opinions. And it's just like, and they get on there and they talk about this and they talk about that. I mean, I know you guys in different communities probably have rant and raves on, like we have rant and raves on Facebook, but they probably have rant and raves in different communities. And people get on there and they rant about this. I never rave, hardly ever, but it's ranting. What happened to blah, 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 and I was driving down the street, and I seen this, and this person did that, and where is people's morals, and where is this, and oh my God. Reminds me of, like, small town thinking. I guess it is a small town, but... And why do you have to name call people when you do this? Like, why do you have to call people, like... rejects and stuff? I mean, why you gotta do that? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just, it's in you, I guess. You know, just like we or Kaylee are calling people insane or they're crazy or she's insane. I hate that because I'm passionate about that. So I don't like people placing labels or, and if that's the case, it's, you know, why is that a bad thing? But then on the flip side of it, I'm laughing because I'm thinking, yeah, this stuff doesn't make sense that she's talking about. So yeah, that is a little out to lunch. I mean, how do you say something without offending someone else? That's impossible if you have a different point of view, I guess. Because well, it's not impossible because you can say, this is how I feel about this. You're okay how you think, and I'm okay how I think. The issue is when it comes to all these issues in well, I'll say specifically, I guess we'll talk about the dog community. When it comes to these issues, just don't try to place your thoughts as being the one and right and the only way, and everybody else is wrong, and they're wrong. It's wrong to buy counterfeits. It's wrong. You can only have authentic dolls. Counterfeits are this and that and the other thing. And anybody that owns them are this and that and the other thing. And, like, save your money and get a real doll. Like, all those are not dolls. They're dolls. They're fucking plastic. Put together. Some of them are painted, some of them are not. God almighty. Like, I'm just, yeah. Anyhow, we're just going to leave it at that. I guess I don't want to feel like I'm causing any harm or anything to anybody else. But when someone else is doing that, is it good to counteract with such a hard manner? Is that a good thing to do either? Like, I mean, I'm not saying anything about either one of them. I'm just saying in my own mind, I don't feel good about that. What I do feel good about saying is, let live. What's that motto? Live and let live. Live and let live. Live and let live. Let people make their own choices. They have a choice. Let them make it. It's not illegal. If you don't think they're doing the right thing, you don't have to hang around with them, I guess. If you're that passionate about it, you don't have to socialize with them, but you don't have to go and trash them, right? You don't have to trash their name. You don't have to go on social media and trash them, and you trash this person, I'll trash that person. Like, you know what I mean? I just think that's craziness. I think that is the problem in this world. My thoughts, my ethics are right, yours are wrong. No, you're wrong, mine are right. Like, holy shitters. You know, like, holy God, live and let live, people. Just live and let other people live their lives. And let's just have fun on here. You know, in general, it's not just this community, it's in general, but my gosh, I haven't been part of a community on YouTube. I mean, are they all like this? Are they all just like at war with each other? I think you should just hashtag, well, I think there's a hashtag reborn doll community and a hashtag doll community. But a reborn is actually a doll that's been repainted and touched up, right? So maybe it'd be authentic dolls community and dolls community or all dolls community or something, because if you get a vinyl kit or a kit from Amazon or wherever and you paint it, that's a reborn doll, right? And what about the reborn dolls or the kits that you get from McPherson's and Bountiful Baby? They don't come with COAs. What the hell are those? I have several of them. How do I prove that they're real, authentic? Like, what the hell? I mean, those companies should send something with every one of those freaking dolls. You know what I mean? Like, why is only some of them have it and some of them don't? Anyway, I'm just speechless. I'm just speechless. Have a good night, guys. I'm going back to watch some videos and try to be Switzerland. You know what I mean? No, I'm not Switzerland. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I guess I say I don't want to get in the middle of it. I guess I'm not in the middle of it. I'm on this side where live and let live. Buy any dolls you want. I have all kinds of dolls, authentic, non-authentic, whatever you want to call it. They're all authentic dolls to me. They're all real dolls. I can feel them and touch them. What does the word authentic come from? Approved? Approved kits? Like, approved kits. Or maybe it's made in China but purchased by, I don't know. Approved by the sculptor kits. I mean, yes, the Levi. You can get them both places. The Levi. And it was sculpted by so-and-so. However, they're both Levi's. one was approved to be purchased by this sculptor and one was not. Is that my fault? Like, that's why I was so confused when I got in the doll community. I didn't know what the heck to buy, where to buy from, and I said, frick it, I don't want to do anything wrong, because I've always been, well, most of the time, most of my life growing up, I want to do the right thing. And so I bought authentic kits that I thought were authentic, and then they didn't all come with COAs because I got on sale kits, and tried to paint them. The more I roll this over my tongue and roll this in my head, the more confused I'm getting. I'm getting more and more confused by this whole shenanigans. To me, it just comes. This is not about authentic dolls and dolls and counterfeit dolls. Or I hate that word counterfeit. I'm using it because the whole video I heard counterfeit. Replicas, dolls not approved from the proper place to buy them from. I don't freaking know. All I know is I don't know, and I know. It just seems like it's just, and it's not. And I seen another video where someone else was talking about a debate. I just watched one, a healthy debater. So it's not a debate. She was saying the whole time, basically, that anybody that gets counterfeits, replicas are wrong. Like, it's just one group of people trying to push an agenda onto another group of people. And then this group of people trying to push an agenda onto another group of people. We've done this our whole human existence, haven't we? Let's just if it's not illegal. I mean, I don't know. And illegalities are another thing. I don't know. Judgment. It comes down to judgment. Stop judging. Let's just enjoy our dolls. I'm so confused. Help me.